as we will be fighting off to sea here. A little bit of a prelude to what I think will happen later on is the fight for top Vietnamese player. As we do have a lot of Vietnamese signups today. We have the likes of Upley and Justice Simon, multiple-time Aodai Weekly champions. And then, of course...
MeomaikA, Huge Gabe. But we are going to be starting off with these two Vietnamese players. And spawning in the top right, the Red Terran, representing MeomaikA and the nation of Vietnam. This is EmBánGiày. And spawning in the bottom left, the Blue Zerg from Vietnam, representing the Far East Society and current reigning GPO champion of the world, it's MeomaikA.
Not gonna talk about how he plays or what he's known for. Just gonna let MeomaikA do his thing, and we'll go from there.
Well, he is starting to play looking like a bit standard here. You know, he has gone pool, hatch first, but pool with no gas.
Okay, then this might be that deviance coming out that, as much as it pains me to say it, we've known MeomaikA for.
Yeah, but it's time to get the gas now, so he's not looking to get speed straight away, he's looking to get the quick third base. When you're not going,
maybe there's
the gas before pool.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with this build, but when I think about it, I would imagine that this is just for queens.
And I think MeomaikA is talking about the ping. Yeah, it's unfortunately.
If we can get a translation here.
Figures, I think I have 300 ping.
I know
it's 350 ping there. Oof,
that's an oof. Yeah, it's definitely, for obvious reasons, the servers are starting to be stressed lately. Only in Vietnam. But at least in Vietnam, you can get bubble tea for 50 cents, I think.
Yeah, and banh mi as well.
Banh mi and bubble tea for $1.
Milk tea.
Both for $1, not each. Both.
I was like, oh, sounds so good.
It's the compromises we have to make, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
And already MeomaikA is doing something a bit different. He is getting one more
for
queen
that third.
that he normally does.
Yay. Mio didn't get his queen didn't get his third hatch straight away. He's just powering off of two bases
not
here.
quite yet.
Just loading up hard, and the only army he has up is
because eventually we're going to get to the point where MeomaikA will have a lot of drones.
That's the second gas.
But no way of really using them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The second gas
is
over in the third base location where there's no hatchery. Yeah, naturally, right? No Lings being produced either. But Ling speed is on the way, going straight into Hive.
Lair.
What do you got for us? Yeah, straight to Lair. I got messed up because MeomaikA signed up under the name MeomaikA Hive.
Yeah, it has gone for that quick lair tag, so off and getting 2 more gases. I want to say this may be your favorite build. 2-base muter.
I am hoping it is, but I'm not too sure. I would imagine that with 2-base muter, you get another gas on top of this. But I'm not sure if it's necessary.
Could just be a Rogue's play or Nidus. Either way, now the queens. You find those 2 Hellions.
I like how every time we cast MeomaikA, or anytime anyone casts MeomaikA, it always goes into, what is MeomaikA doing? Okay. Now we know what it ended up being. This is taking us way back to the middle days of 2017.
This is going into Brood War territory here with the Dropper Lords.
This is Definitely something that I miss from MeomaikA. This is what he was known for doing in 2017. Of course, back then he did it with Hydras instead of Queens.
Yeah, but
early mass dropper lords, this is the real. You know what? We were saying it earlier, Quirky, with Lumia, with EBG. We are throwing it back today in the Grand Platypus Open, going back into them 2018 or 2019 days. Sometimes as far back as 2017.
Oh, can he spot those two? That dropper lord with those two Hellions? It's going over the path.
Seems like it's going. And he does see the dropper lord, but whether he responds to it will be a different question.
Does he even see it?
Now he does.
Oh! Widow Mines. Oh, beautiful!
Oh, but will it be enough here? Seems like one is not quite enough. Transfuses are starting to go down, and it's just enough for MeomaikA right now for the Queens anyway.
Bunker already halfway finished.
Dropper Lord starting to switch
multi-pronged
into,
attack. Oh no! One of the supply depots are going to go down. Now the Lings are going to be coming in.
Go in. But look at the body blocking here with the SEVs, keeping them in hold position.
I don't think it's going to be enough though.
No, it will
the
not.
The second supply depot is going to be going down.
Now they are. That cloak is going to help out a little bit, but the Overseer is already a finish here for MeomaikA. As the Queens... Alright, the Queens are not really doing a lot of anti-air here, though, and they're running out of transfuse energy. This bunker could feasibly take out the anti-air for MeomaikA. And the wall is a wall.
And actually, EBG can actually hold this. And if he does, those Queens can't get out.
No, they cannot, but you'll have to start wondering what is the second position here. MeomaikA rather, does not seem to be letting up. Oh no, he does as he starts his transition into the fourth base and having a lot of drones.
Yeah, has got that Spire as well on the way, plus one flying weapons as well, going into his mutas.
Out, but it is far from over.
EBG down to 14 workers now. This is not looking good here for the Vietnamese Terran.
No, it is not. And we'll have to see. This is when EBG has to hack into the that 1% of the brain that for most people aren't used. This is when he has to really throw out everything. Otherwise, I don't really see EBG making a comeback here.
EBG doesn't even have any anti-air except for those couple of Marines. That's all he has. The mutas are here. These two Marines not exactly going to do anything. Overseers. Jason ZvT go like GG is going to be called. And MeomaikA will be winning the first game here.
Yeah, taking that game rather convincingly, but also in MeomaikA fashion. A little bit of reverse back from the heyday of Dropper Lords. Usually you kind of see Lings in the main and Queens in the natural. And certainly not as many Queens as MeomaikA sent to his Dropper Lord, but that is the case.
It does seem to be. It's just going to wait for EBG to pick up here, find out what his next map pick is going to be.
And there's a couple of ways you can play this out. You can go for purity in industry, right, and try to out MeomaikA. You can go for Simulacrum and put hairs on the chests of pirates. You can go for... But there are multiple ways to do this. But it all lies with you. And by you, I don't mean you, the viewer. I mean you referring to EBG. Although in theory, it can refer to you, the viewer, for when you, if you were to sign up and do stuff and whatnot.
But I guess... see what it is.
Yeah, as we just take a quick little look on the rest of the bracket, as most of the matches in round 1 have concluded. B-Stork is now waiting on round 3 for the winner of this match. And that will definitely be something to watch. Meanwhile, Gogo Joey going up against Pezza Perry, or Pez, in the quarterfinals.
Good one. And Justice Simon versus Azure. Ooh.
And that's definitely, I think, the big match here in the quarterfinals. As that is, those are two players who, head-to-head, can really go either way. I don't think either are favored against the other.
What's the matter? Here's message. G. Please says.
And once again, I want to point out Justice Simon. Also looking to take that Vietnamese crown here in the bracket. Generally, he's been... Simulacrum! Yar!
Run for baby pirates! Quirky Ducklings, do not condone the use of alcohol on babies. Please drink responsibly. Do not drink if you are pregnant, lactating, or underage.
You know, this reminds me of a story back in secondary school.
Oh god.
We were actually discussing this and whatnot, because I think what happened was, like, one of our teachers, why did I invite Light?
Why did you invite Light?
I ask myself that every day, man, although of course I'm sure Light is asking himself the same question.
Alright. So we have both players in. Fully get ready. For both these players, so now, we don't really talk about this map much. Is sort of like, you know, the basic, you know, sort of things.
Oh
like,
yeah, pretty much what you've come to expect from a map.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah. It does have a bit of a bigger main base than most. It still likes to call it the Texas and Australian side, because apparently they look like the main bases look like Australia. But anyway, we are going to be spawning on Simulacrum for this second map. Starting off with this guy spawning in the bottom right, the red Terran, representing Gosu and Vietnam. This is EmBánGiày. And spawning up in the top left, the reigning GPO champion of the world, representing Far East Society of Vietnam, the Blueser gets MeomaikA.
And now, this is the time. MeomaikA is sending a drone
to make a hatch, not in position. 17 hatch against. Not 17 hatch, should be 17 gas. Maybe, nope, he's going for the pool first again, so.
Oh yeah, typically it would be hatch pool gas or pool gas hatch, but MeomaikA, he's never been tied down to your preconceived notions of what's a good build order or what's not. He does whatever he wants. He's the cat.
Yeah. Well, it does seem to me that that's what it is at the moment. But UBG going to go for that Reaper Expanse, getting that natural down. We'll get that comedy rolling as pool almost finished, as Reaper is going to be popping out very shortly.
And now we await.
Oh, Media Bunker going down here for EBG.
All right, he knows who he's up against here. He does not want to repeat of that game number one. Should probably also see EBG really emphasizing pumping out Marines rather than trying to tech up. Played much more safe than the previous game.
Yeah, he is, and still not taking that fair base just as yet. Oh, the Reaper.
But he's trying to.
Ooh!
Ooh!
Just saving that drone by turning it into a spore.
Very barely.
Mm.
Although the KD8 charge definitely did help MeomaikA.
That Queens are out and going to go help. And now that Reaper going to go first, go to the main, check out what's the gas situation.
Yeah, it does confirm that is only one gas for the moment. So should be feeling a little secure.
Yeah.
But not overconfident. As now Gabe does see it fit to go into the next phase of his plan, which is actually a 2-on-1, which I missed out on earlier in those second racks.
Oh.
Yep, it's gonna be a 2-on-1, which I'm glad that we're seeing it come back here, especially in TBZ. It is a very, very how should I say this, active kind of build order. It forces the Terran player to be active, and when that happens, it forces the Zerg player to be reactive.
But the thing is, as I said, you can play reactive, which is not necessarily a bad thing for them. You just turtle up as much as you can. You just got to make sure you try to minimize your losses.
And we'll see how MeomaikA will be able to achieve that. He does tech up pretty late, I've noticed MeomaikA does, favoring instead a, whatchamacallit, a stronger economy before really getting the next tier of units up. But for now, he should be pretty safe to do it. Gabe actually going for 2 NG bays, and that's a little bit of surprise. That indicates to me that he wants to be very, very aggressive right off the bat, getting his 1-1. But on the flip side, MeomaikA with that 4-minute infestation pit.
And Burrow.
And Burrow, this is not the time to salvage your bunker, EBG. This was just about the worst possible time, but you do have enough Marines here to chase away the Lings, and we'll be able to finish up that wall.
So getting the Burrowed infestation pit, I feel like maybe we might see some infestors come into play. I don't know, this is... That's necessarily weird.
I think that would be very fun to watch, definitely.
Oh, it is infestors.
It is infestors. Well, what do you know? I thought maybe swarm hosts, you know, a bit of a safe option, but now MeomaikA, now that he's got his infestation pit out, he is just trying to speedrun to the next phase. Hydroden already on the way. And if EBG gives MeomaikA enough time, he could run away with this, but EBG does not look to do that. He knows there's a bit of a window right now, and he is going straight for it. These infestors, though, do kind of worry me a bit for EBG. Sometimes a good fungal is all you need if you don't have banelings.
Yeah, it could be really good. I'm surprised Mio hasn't actually gone banelings. Does like to play those banelings quite a bit, actually.
He definitely does. But, you know, maybe it slipped his mind, or maybe he wants to rely more on the fungals for splash damage. Speaking of fungals, the infestors not quite having the energy, so they do have to back off, otherwise they get sniped. Good start step coming here from Huge Gabe. Has he lost even a single Marine so far? Yes, he has, but it doesn't look that way.
No, just... No pathogen lands actually coming in for MeomaikA for those infestors.
Well, you gotta be careful here, EBG. You don't want to get surrounded. Tries to hot pickup, but unfortunately, not quite getting it there. And MeomaikA, without exhausting a single fungal, has been able to chase this 2-on-1 drop away. But Gabe is trying to set up for a push. He also getting with Ghost Academy, so he should be seeing some fantastic nukes coming out.
Sure, nukes.
Oh, the infestors. EBG, no, EMP will probably be the safer option here. But, you know, I like to see nukes. It's TBZ. You gotta throw in a couple of nukes here and there. Just spice it up.
Because we saw nukes.
That I did. And I'm hoping I get to see it a lot more now.
Yeah, well, MeomaikA is taking up to that hive now, getting muscular augments for his Hydras. EBG is actually staying on 2 bases for now. Does he actually have a third base somewhere, correct?
He is
Check.
worried.
There it
He is getting his, switching it to the orbital. He knows that he can get away with playing it safe for the time being, but he needs that economy up if he's gonna be able to even put a dent into MeomaikA's forces.
Well, Ghost on the way here. No nukes just as yet, Yaku, for you.
Come on.
As he does scan the
come
fourth
on. Huge drop gonna be coming out from Gabe. And it's
Oh!
probably what he wants to do. He knows that he can't move out of his sieged up location. So instead, he's just gonna go around it.
Yeah,
Whilst
he's
keeping
looking to
his
go for a
defenses
doom
up.
drop, but Hydras seem to be in position. Can we...
Not quite a doom drop into the main, but definitely a pretty massive push out here in the middle of the map. But MeomaikA's looking for the surround, and he has more than enough here to really deal with it. The Ghost is really getting sniped. Tanks are siege, but when you have this many Hydralisks, I don't think it's an issue right now for MeomaikA. They are getting bruised, but he can't quite clean up. He loses everything but one medevac.
Oh, what's that in the...
Into the red.
In the natural. What was that in the a natural of MeomaikA's got 17 drones.
It was, in fact, the Liberators. One of them, unfortunately, going down to Spore Crawler, but the other one being able to really hurt the economy of MeomaikA. But just like that, he lost 20 drones, and he remade them just as quick.
Yeah.
That's a Zerg player who's been left alone for you.
Yep.
Absolutely.
There's enough lava, and the Ultra Dong is going to be starting to show here.
This is... We've moved up one level from Ow Oof Owie My Bones to something else, which is a level up. Because this is definitely not looking too good for a huge game. But that being said, there's still a siege line that MeomaikA is going to have to respect. Doesn't quite commit everything. He knows that his Hydralisks are pretty squishy right now. 2-2 only now being on the way. He's gonna have to wait for his Ultralisks to come out.
Yeah.
Well, the game does not really have an answer to that.
No, he doesn't. Adrenal Glands as well on the way for MeomaikA. So 6 Ultras. As the rocks are going to be getting broken down here by his Hydras. Very, very quickly. As 2-2 Melee and Carapace on the way here for MeomaikA. Finally going to start the chitinous plating. As he's going to just tear down rocks so these Ultras can get out easily. No.
Have a better time fighting.
EBG, hasn't spotted the Ultras yet, so this could be a potentially devastating push from MeomaikA, as he's just going to decide to destroy all the rocks.
I think it might actually end the game. Gabe does not have an answer right now. He's got
4 tanks.
How much can that really help when the Ultralisks go right on top of them? The friendly fire actually working against his favor. The Bongles are huge. All of the bio being taken out right there by MeomaikA. And this is not looking... It's looking like MeomaikA is going to take one step up into that top Vietnamese player reputation.
Yeah.
But the Ultralisks are being body blocked quite a bit, and once they are taken out, the only thing left are these very, very fragile Hydralisks. But MeomaikA is also playing it safe. He's not fully committing to this. Gabe has a drop here, but that's all he has left.
Adrenal Glands done for these Zerglings right now. So we'll clean up this drop. This one Ultra just raining hell from above. Raining hell for these. A nice bungle onto the bio there. These Hydras are just going to clean them up. Another sim on forward. The boy is getting pulled. And this, I think, is going to be it.
How do you recover from this? Yeah, that's a question you gotta ask. And frankly, I don't think it's possible at all. And hence Shockwaves has finished, so that's a plus.
Hey, you can get rid of the Protoss shields. Oh, right. But EBG down to 22 workers. Ugh, this big oofs.
Well, as Wise Man has once said, mules are pretty good. Will they be good enough, though? I highly doubt it.
Because you can just
look at the mineral
links.
income different. Yeah. Just look at the difference in income. MeomaikA is also spending his money. Just look at how many lings are being produced right now, in addition to the Ultralisks. Plus the creep highway. It's something that MeomaikA has definitely had a weakness for in the past, is not really spreading his creep as well as other top Zerg
gonna
players.
prevent this fall from landing. Ooh.
This is it.
It's gonna be a bongo onto the buy. The Ultra's gonna surge on forward with the links. GG is going to be called as MeomaikA will advance to the finals against B-Storm.
And I love it, Quirky. It's all lined up for us. We chose the right series to start with.
Yep.
Do I have to wonder if there was anything that EBG could have done differently that game? I guess just not gotten his pushes cleaned out so fast and so cleanly.
Also, staying on 2 bases for a bit longer than he should have, maybe. But I think he was just scared of MeomaikA. It's Mia just showing us that he has a variety of builds that he can pull off here.